Hi, I'm Ben Olson with Affordable Home Cinema, and today I'm here to talk about the Epson 3010. This is a fantastic projector. It's designed to work in a family room with really poor light control. It's really bright, so it can overcome a lot of the lights that you have coming in from, say, the kitchen or a little bit from outside. That said, this projector does extremely well in a dedicated room. The color accuracy, skin tones are pretty fantastic. I'd have to say they're as good or better than most of the LCD TVs you'll see sitting at Best Buy or Costco. Now, as for the 3D, the 3D is far better than the 3D that's in the movie theater. And way better than what you're seeing on the TVs just because of the size of the screen. You're watching this projector on a 110 inch to a 120. I mean, you can go as big as 130, but generally a 120 screen, and the 3D is pretty eye-popping. At $15.99 with 2 pair of active shutter glasses, this is the best value on the market. There may be a couple projectors that are cheaper, but this is by far the brightest, and I gotta say the best overall image and experience. As I mentioned before, this is an extremely bright home projector, ideal for family rooms and bonus rooms, and theaters with large screens. 4 preset 2D modes and 2 preset 3D modes, and auto modes, and 10 user savable settings. Full color and gamma controls, backlit remote control, a dynamic iris for better black level performance. Easy to use split screen capability, an awesome warranty that is just unmatched by any other projector in the industry. And it's the lowest price 1080p 3D projector, but definitely not entry level. The Epson Home Cinema 3010 has a suggested retail price of $15.99, and it comes with 2 pair of active shutter 3D glasses. It has a contrast ratio of up to 40,000 to 1. It has a lamp life of up to 5,000 hours. It weighs 13 pounds, and it has a 2-year parts and labor with replacement program warranty. So the overall image quality of the Epson 3010 is pretty spectacular. I'd have to say it really matches any of the TVs that you're going to see in the big box stores. Except for that, you're going to be watching it on a 9 to 10 foot screen. And you are going to see a lot of the details that you would miss on just a 55 or 60 inch LCD or plasma. You're just not going to catch some of those details that you would catch on a 120 screen. Watching sports on this is another experience altogether, far more immersive than any TV can get you. One thing that I think stands out on this projector, even as it pertains to TVs or other projectors, are the skin tones and color accuracy. I have to say, it's just amazing. I mean, it's just a very vibrant picture. The sharpness and detail on this projector are pretty darn good. Again, comparable with a lot of the higher end projectors out there in the sub $2,500 range, and matching most of the TVs that are out. Except for that, you're going to be on a huge screen, and you're just going to catch a lot of things that you wouldn't otherwise catch. So the black level performance of this projector is pretty darn good. I'd have to say, in comparison to the Epson 8350. Almost as good as the 8350, which is a really good performer in overall black level performance. The blacks on the screen look really nice. The 3D image on this projector is just fantastic. It's far more immersive than anything I've seen in the local theaters. The images are just a lot more vivid, and they have a lot more pop to them and more of a solid image as opposed to a translucent image that I've seen in some of the passive 3D in the theaters. As it pertains to the TVs, how I'd compare it to the 3D I've seen on some of the TVs, there almost isn't a comparison. The 3D on this is very clean, very little what they would refer to as ghosting or crosstalk, but the pop is amazing, and the extent of which the images pop out of the screen is a lot more vivid than what I've seen on any of the TVs or in the movie theater for that matter. One of the other features that's on this Epson 3010 is split screen viewing. In other words, you can watch two separate images from two separate sources on the same screen. So if you want to just catch some highlights from the game while your wife is watching the chick flick, you can watch the game in the corner, or you could split the screen in half. It's just a cool feature to have, to be able to have two high-def images. So as far as a physical tour of the Epson 3010, some of the things that stand out here is the lens is centered, which makes it easier to mount in the center line of wherever you're going to be projecting the image to. The other thing that I like is the slightly gray front vents there that reduce the reflectivity and won't reflect back to the screen. And then here we have our zoom and focus, and then the keystone, which I never want to touch because it just degrades the image a little bit. Now this projector is extra good at keystone correction and has a minimal amount of image quality loss, but my preference is, and I think everybody's preference should be, just to mount this in a place where you won't require keystone, and it's really easy to do with the generous zoom that you have here. As you can see, this projector is packed with connectivity. There are two separate HDMI 1.4 connectors for full Blu-ray 3D compatibility. There is a single infrared sensor for the remote, and there's a separate 3D infrared port. A USB connector for running slideshows without the computer, which is a really nice feature for this projector. A lot of people like to be able to do their slideshows on the big screen. Then the usual composite video and stereo audio inputs, and then a component input for 3 color-coded RCA connectors and a standard HD15 analog computer input. Now this is the remote that comes with the Epson 3010. As you can see, it's all large buttons and a nice backlit button here, so it's all easy to use in a darkened room. One of the unique features that this remote has is it has what they call HDMI link. So because this projector would be linked to, say, your Blu-ray player, you could use these controls to actually control the DVD in your Blu-ray player. These are the active shutter glasses that come with the Epson 3010. They have a lithium battery that lasts about 80 hours, so you could catch about 40 movies with these. They're really lightweight, very comfortable, no problem wearing these for a 2-hour movie. 2 of these come with the Epson 3010. You can purchase extras for about $90 a piece, but I tell you what, prices are dropping on these. The bottom line on the Epson 3010 is that it's a great value and an extremely versatile projector. Whether you want to take it outside for a movie night, or have it in your family room, or in your dedicated bat cave, this projector will do the job.